for a bit more context, this episode is basically a rush hour segment in which we talk about me and my flatmate Aji. We try to get through today's or this year's topics, and we try to get through that within an hour. Possibly the show time that you'll see on your bottom right will probably be 59 minutes. So hence why it's called the rush hour. So yeah. And also he's black and I'm Asian, so made sense.
Nah. Anyway.
Wait, you have seen Rush Hour, right?
Yes. 2. But I've seen
Rush Hour 2 or you've seen 2 Rush Hours?
I've seen Rush Hour 2.
You haven't seen 1 or 3?
I'm sure I've seen them in like clips.
What, on YouTube?
No, I've like even like been sat down for one and just left like half one. Yeah, not during the actual like movies, but like been at someone's house or.
Oh yeah. Right, okay. Right, anyways, wait. The Rush Hour 2. Which one was that one? Was that when he went to Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That might have been 3. I'm pretty sure it's.
No, because the first one's based in LA.
Yeah.
To basic, I kidnap your daughter. Spoilers, by the way. I kidnap your daughter. Well, kidnap someone's famous daughter. Held them for ransom. And then, obviously, the daughter is Asian. It's an Asian family. That's where Jackie Chan's character comes in. And then Agent Carter, who's played by... What's his name? Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
that's
Chris
his name.
Tucker. He comes in.
Yeah.
And then, they work together. Bus crime.
This is 2 we're talking about.
No, this is the very first one.
Oh, 1. Okay.
And then, happy ending. They get the girl. Bob's your uncle. Second one, they go to Hong Kong. That's about it. I can't remember.
Yeah. I think something to do with the government there. It's corrupt. I'm literally picking up images right now. No, I'm not saying...
How are you speaking about my people?
Here we go.
To be fair, this is going to be really controversial. It is borderline corrupt. There's police brutality in there.
Wow. Oh.
Anyways, that's a different story. That's a different story. That's a different story. Yeah, no.
All right.
But yeah, second one. Yeah, they go to Hong Kong. That's what I can remember from the top of my head.
I watched that in Leicester. Anyway.
Oh my god. Wait, is that the one that you were watching with Raja? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Did I?
Yeah. I think you told me that. Yeah, when you go back. Yeah.
Fair.
The third one, they actually go to Paris.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then there's like a French white guy, so that's in it as well. So I was about to call the first 2 podcasts that we did Rush Hour because it still works.
Mm-hmm.
Alfie's white, but
it's not French.
Yeah, but it just wouldn't click though. That's the thing. Whereas this would.
It works.
All right. Anyways, I'm surprised you didn't really watch many films during COVID.
No. I'm not.
It was a good transition. Wasn't
Yeah. Films. Did I watch any films? I think I watched one on Netflix with his second name's Hemsworth. What's his first name again?
Chris.
Chris
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. Can't remember what it's called. It's on Netflix. It's actually alright. Nice little watch.
Oh wait. Is that the soldier guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that on YouTube adverts and
Yeah.
like TV. It looked pretty sick.
It's actually it's decent. It's well decent.
I really watched that.
Kind of savage, but decent.
Is it like action packed? Like, is it like
I could give you a big spoiler. I won't do it.
Do we have time?
It's very quick. It will be 2 seconds for me to say
Let's
this.
come.
He dies in the end. Thank you. First episode.
Alright guys, thank you for watching.
Oh dear.
But
anyway,
that's That's like me after watching the Avengers and say Gamora dies. Basically, that kills the whole film.
Oh dear. Oh, it was savage. I was kind of like, wow, he has to die. So he doesn't really have to. It's kind of like, all right.
Wait, but how does he
big
die?
spoiler.
How does he die?
Shot in the back.
Well,
Shot in the
the
back
thing
when
is-
shot in the back when they think everything's done.
Oh wow! I thought it was like one of them moments of shot in the back trying to rescue someone, where you're like, the person's here.
I think
you
actually,
grow-
I think it
What was
might.
that?
I think it's kind of like that.
Oh, that's so typical.
It's
That
either
is
that
so
or
typical.
everything's done. Yeah, no, it's well basic.
That's
Anyway, yeah, during COVID, that was one of the things I did.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like I've told you this already. Painted a fence with my dad.
It's just so random. Every time you explain to me that scenario, you just paint the fence with your dad.
Yeah, me and my mates on the verge of starting a non-profit charity. I mean, all
Wait,
charities are non-profit.
No, there's some charities.
Okay, yes,
non-profit.
yes.
There's some dodgy ones out there.
A lot of private schools are considered charities.
What?
Yeah, I mean, and it makes sense. You can
That
run
just-
private schools on a membership basis, so they're paying the employees, but the money that's left over is used to invest in the school.
But surely that isn't
Mate, I was surprised when I figured it out.
Nah,
The
that sounds
school that my sister
dodgy.
goes to is referred to as a charity. I know.
That is so BS.
Ah, well.
That is
One of the many things I found out during COVID. Well, or
Oh, you
quarantine.
found that?
Yeah, I searched up during thingy, and also my mates. One of them went to the school that my sister is currently going to, so he's known about this.
That's so BS.
Yeah.
That's like a dodgy loophole of finding another way to explain something. Oh, that's so bollocks. Anyways, right, back to COVID. What happened? Oh yeah, so if you've been living under a rock, basically, in January,
March for the UK and the US.
Yeah, March in the UK and US. We had a huge lockdown, blah, blah, blah. The whole world's on fire. Everyone's, I was going to say dropping like flies.
Yeah, I
but
mean
that-
the US
that-
didn't really go into lockdown. They've still never been on lockdown,
Yeah.
but
Basically, it's a shit show how the West are handling COVID, and everyone's literally dying left, right, and center. So we've been told to stay at home, save lives, protect the NHS.
yeah, the thing is,
Literally, that slogan's been rammed into everyone.
oh, it's not looking good. Well, we're in October. They started in March. We were home for 6 months.
Wait, were we? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. But you take one away for the
Yeah.
holidays. So that's six
Oh,
for the year.
well, I included the holidays.
So that'll be 7 months then.
No, because I came back in. When did you come back? Like a week ago? A week and a bit ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, we came back in September. We're in October now. March, September.
This year
9,
has
6.
flown
Anyway.
by rapidly.
It's gone quick.
Sure, what the hell happened?
The thing is, there have been times where I was not actually no. I don't know why. It's obviously when you're not doing work, time flies by very quickly. Anyway,
I feel like it's the opposite though. I feel like if I am doing work,
true.
life goes more
But
quick.
Did you not think that 6 months went pretty quickly?
As soon as I got on the train, yeah. As soon as I got on the train, I was sitting on the train. I'm like, what the fuck have I been doing like for the whole summer?
What did you get up to?
I played basketball. I got
Yeah.
into basketball quite a lot because football was dead. All sports were dead, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's dead.
But I picked up basketball because there was a game that me and my brother used to play called NBA Ballers. It was on the PS2. And then it had players like Peja Stojakovic. He was like really good at 3-point. He was overpowered in the game.
All right.
These are old players, by the way. Yao Ming was on there.
All right.
Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Mari or something like that? I don't know.
No clue.
I don't know. I'm probably just going to get roasted for this anyways. Who else? LeBron James, I think, was on the game.
Probably, yeah.
Kobe Bryant was on the game. Shaquille O'Neal was also in the game. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Like, they were classic players on the game. Yeah, the game was good. The game was good. It was overpowered. So that's what got me into basketball. And then The Last Dance fueled it even more.
Mm.
I mean, that I'd say. I watched it twice.
Wow.
The first time I watched it, I wasn't an avid basketball fan. I was like, all right. Because if I'm honest, I literally do not know who Michael Jordan was. I knew he was famous in basketball, but I didn't know he was that. Like, I didn't know he was like.
He is that.
I didn't know he was like Pele and Ronaldo.
Yeah,
and Messi
he's
all in one.
that. Yeah, he's like no one's. Yeah.
So I went in there and I was like, all right, what's the hype about? Why is this Donny like nuts? Like, why? What's he done? Basically, is what I went into as my mindset. And then I came out and I was like, raw, you're overpowered. You are a demigod.
He is something else. Yeah, I mean, just basically took over the 90s. In terms of basketball.
100%.
And just dominated, like six finals he's been to, hasn't lost one.
Yeah, no.
Won all of them, and then what a way to go out with the Chicago, the crossover, and then flush. That's basically it.
What really struck me a lot was his famous phrase in that thingy. It might have been memed quite a lot. Is that I took it personal.
Oh yeah.
That line.
He was, yeah. He took everything and try and made it personal to
Yeah.
make it personal. Yeah.
To be honest, it's an insane mindset to put yourself in. Because at that point, if you make it personal, you have to be on top. Like, regardless. But then...
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah. But then what really cemented it was that famous sick game against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah. Flu game. Yeah.
Better
You know the story behind that?
Well, from the documentary.
From a documentary and his trainer.
Yeah. His trainer tells him
Pizza.
4 guys turn up with a pizza. To be fair, right? I'm sorry. If I'm Michael Jordan, right, and my PT is just collected a pizza from 4 guys, and he just told me that, like, what are you thinking? Are you still?
He was hungry.
Come on, you're Michael Jordan. You're the Donny of basketball.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest, well, not the biggest mistake, one of the dumbest mistakes you do is eat a pizza delivered by 4 Donnies.
What can you say?
I don't know, man. That's something else. But part of the story.
I wonder what it was from. Papa John's, Domino's. Were even a thing in the 90s.
Oh, definitely. Papa John's was.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know, it would be a banging video.
What?
If you found out the pizza place and then ordered a
Oh
pizza
my gosh.
from that exact
What if you
place.
like sued them? They're over. They're done. They're done.
They've gone. They've gone into administration. That's straight. I mean, yeah, that documentary, top 2. Well,
Wow.
no wait, yeah, top 2 out of my 3 though.
After what? And what or?
Well, it's tied.
Okay.
You can guess which one's the other one.
Oh, goodness sake. I was going to say Man City.
Yep.
What, is it all? It's not All or Nothing, is
Yeah,
it?
there were all of it on Amazon. It's all called All or Nothing.
Oh,
I think there's a one with the LA Rams, All or Nothing.
don't care. LA Rams. Just don't care.
Is
Stan
that
Kroenke
yeah, is that because of the owner?
takes his money from the big Arsenal. What does he go and do? Goes and puts it all in the LA Rams. Makes no sense to me.
But to be fair, have the LA Rams actually gained from it though?
I don't think so. No.
Wow. So it's like
It's
a waste of money then, essentially.
Well, I think so. I think like you know how in like basketball you have like the Los Angeles Lakers and the Clippers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Los Angeles Rams are like the Clippers of like to the LA Raiders. I think.
Oh, I think I've heard of the Raiders before.
You've heard of the Raiders,
I recognize the logo.
and yeah, you recognize the logo. Rams are what the Clippers are to the Lakers.
Oh wow. So it's like almost City to the United.
I wouldn't go that far. There's history behind.
Oh, is it more? Is the history deep?
What? So are you saying City are like? Look, Rams have not done anything recently, and I don't think they've done anything in the past.
Yeah, but what I was implementing was that the historically the second team behind that. Like even I'm saying as like a City fan as well. Like historically, we're the second one behind in Manchester.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're admitting that, Andrew.
13 Premier League titles. Like you must be delusional to say. You must be on crack.
Anyway,
to say, like I don't know. That's the only thing I can give Manchester United praise for is Sir Alex Ferguson. That's it. And maybe Ronaldo. That's about it.
Anyway, there's more that happened. I don't know if I got any up to anything else in.
Yeah, COVID, right?
COVID.
Yeah, the tangents, quarantine, COVID. Yeah, a lot of people, famous people, passed away. So rest in peace.
True, very true.
I think it's a bit weird for me since I think I got into the basketball thing way after the legendary Kobe Bryant died. But for me, since I didn't follow basketball that much, it didn't hit me as hard compared to everyone else.
I'm the same. I don't
Oh,
really.
really?
Definitely not during that time. Not during Kobe Bryant's time. I only really got into basketball in 2016, and that's when, pretty sure that's the year he retired. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. When he died, but there's like the famous like Kobe line every time like somebody banks a shot in. Yeah, like it's very famous. You make a shot, Kobe. Simple.
Oh, when everyone just throws something.
Yeah,
in
and
the
it's just
thing
like
say Kobe.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Everyone knows that, and I'm familiar with Mamba mentality. So
You see, I wasn't until I saw the Nike thumbnails on YouTube.
yeah, he is Michael Jordan 2.0.
Oh right.
Okay, I wouldn't even say 2.0. He's got some of the cloth, some of the intangibles
Oh,
that Michael Jordan has.
I think speaking on to that, wow, this podcast, as you would call it, it's more basketball themed than I thought.
Yeah.
But I heard someone say this. I think it might have been in the documentary. Each decade, there's a star player.
Oh, 100%.
So wasn't it Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan?
Yeah, Larry
and
Bird and
Kobe?
Magic Johnson were the same decade.
Yeah, but over 2 decades though, right? Because
Basically, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
Isn't that the general trend? Because now, wasn't it LeBron? And now we might be moving into possibly Giannis
True.
being that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an outside information.
LeBron's came in 2003. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you for that
um,
shift.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of things on COVID. I mean, basketball related, but
What I was gonna go from that was what hit me the hardest when someone passed away was Chadwick Boseman. I mean, obviously you're not in the films, like,
but I've watched that
yeah,
I've watched that
yeah.
once, and the soundtrack really like made me like that as well. Even though I got into the soundtrack late,
Really?
As you know, yeah, I got into the soundtrack like end of 2018.
I think it was Kendrick Lamar that produced it, the whole majority
He
of it.
was
like, the
big
lead
part of it,
producer,
yeah. Big part of it. Yeah, big loss. What he's doing, I was watching one of his speeches. Didn't you see it in my like videos we went through? I liked one of his speeches. Yeah, I can't remember what award it was for. Maybe an Emmy, guessing. But yeah, really good speech. Knows how to portray himself well.
Yeah. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting colon cancer. I mean, no one can really.
Yeah, that was a big shock for me.
Yeah.
As well. I think that shocked the world.
It's crazy how like we didn't even know. Like we had no clue.
Just out of the blue, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, rest in peace. I don't know how you would transition this into the next topic, if I'm honest.
What, BLM?
Oh shit!
We missed it.
I missed it. Literally, I'm just dotting about.
It fits very well, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just more and more
'Cause
deaths, more and more black deaths.
100% agreed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously way different circumstances.
But no, like Black Panther, in the way everyone did their piece to promote that image of
yeah, very relevant in the times that we're going through right now.
Changing times.
Yeah, I mean, it started with
George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd, and it was just an absolute outbreak. I thought it was a joke the first time I saw it.
Really? So you thought?
I thought this was an
mainstream media was
no, not mainstream, but I saw the video before it hit media. Really,
I saw the video on the news, and I was like,
I just couldn't. I could not. I was just finding it so difficult. It's just like how ruthless can you be? It's you may as well have shot him. Really, like you're on his net 8 minutes and 49 seconds. That's a long time to be both. It's one. Is it one or both knees? That's ridiculous.
I think from my image, from what I can remember, it's the whole man's body weight, because he's got one knee on the poor fella's face.
Yeah.
And his whole body is leaning into it. You've got one guy who's standing there to control whatever's going on. You've got another guy who's behind him. I can't remember, but then another guy's also pinning him down in the back as well.
Yeah. And then there's an officer who's in front of everyone, like trying to like get the people who are recording or just reacting to it to like stop, and like Lord knows what they would have done. I don't know, man. It's like hey, get off him. He's not like going crazy, is he? Like he seemed relatively fine to me. And then, to be honest with you, you'd think after George Floyd that you wouldn't see anything like that again. But stuff kept on happening.
Yeah, it got worse.
It's just a joke,
especially with the presidency behind it as well. It's dark.
Yeah. They really need to assess like the police reform that's going on over there.
See, this is something that I'd say I don't want to say relate to it like as if I'm trying to overshadow the topic, but it's in similarity with Hong Kong, how there's a lot of bad apples of people just getting tear gas for no reason, beaten up in the streets.
It seems savage over there. I've seen some of it.
You see, that's the difference between almost a communism culture and a Western culture, is that we take no prisoners at that point. But I'm fortunate enough to be in the Western world, and the Western world needs changing. And what I really want, this is a deep part of the section, by the way, because I spoke to you about this I said to you, this is great podcast content because it got really deep and it got really interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
Was when everyone were posting black squares on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not gonna take part. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna take part because, I'm a a right wing Tory or I'm a racist. I'm not. I didn't want to, you know, post a black square just to show that I'm actually doing something instead of going out and doing it myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in the Reputation there are some people out there who are doing it just to show
100%.
that.
Look, I can recall people who posted black squares who have been personally racist to me. But it's
But it's disgusting.
I don't know.
But
Lord, maybe they've changed. I hope so. I don't want anyone to go through what I've gone through as a person. Yeah, I can't hold on to a grudge for so long. You got to move on.
I don't know if it's just me, but it's just difficult to move on if you get me.
Really.
Yeah.
Also, like with the social media route of like trying to cause change. I mean, it's I guess the best way to get people's attention and just get it to the masses. But it's like how long have we been doing this? Trayvon Martin was shot 2014. Basically, one of the first police brutality acts against the black man since that was actually recorded on camera. So it was one of the first that was recorded on camera.
So that shot up into the mainstream.
Yeah, it got a lot of mainstream attention, and that was 2014. So it's like, all right, still nothing's changed.
Fucking hell, 7 years.
Yeah, going on 7 years now. So it's like we can do this again and again, and seen people say, if you keep silent, you're adding to the problem, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I'm action. I don't like to. I talk a lot. I do. But unless serious matters, when it comes to business, look, we joke about football. Football is for our entertainment. Let's be honest. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's not a joke. So yeah, we've just got to practice it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, what? I'm not sure. Am I allowed to say this? I don't know if I'm allowed.
What?
You told me about you and your friend, Abe, you're checking, who you actually kept tabs on, who posted
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can tell them. Go for it. I liked all of the people who I thought were being genuine. I liked ingenuine, who I thought weren't really about it. I mean, who am I to judge one's character? But screw it. Yeah, I liked all their pictures. Just to let them know I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if it was me, I would have done the same. Obviously, I'm not black, but I am an ethnic minority.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't get harsh as you, but as you guys, sorry. But if my social media presence was stronger, I would have done the same. I would have liked the black squares to keep tabs on people.
Yeah, just let them know I'm watching.
Let them know that you're listening. You're there.
Yeah, I'm very much aware of what's going, what you guys are doing.
And even because I said this to my 2 friends who are Asian, who are from the Philippines, and I said this to them, but I think when I said it to them, it sort of went in one ear and what came out the other. I said to them, you know what, it would be really interesting to see the people who were actually racist to us back in the day and see if they posted the black square, because in terms of a character, it's borderline hypocrisy, but you don't know if they've changed or if they're genuine or not.
Yeah.
So the idea when you mentioned that to me when we were, having a chat the other day,
Yeah.
that sort of brought that up. And I was really intrigued as well.
I mean, also there were people in this country, trying to make a case that we had nothing to do with it. And yeah, why are there marches and rallies going on?
People actually said that.
In this country? Yes, definitely people said that. Because it was something that happened in America. People are like, oh yeah, that's their issue. We don't have to worry about that here. But that's the problem. People are so...
Wow.
Yeah. And they just see what's on the surface. It's a bit deeper than just
How can you turn
police
a blind
brutality.
eye to that? What?
And that's the thing. It was a real movement, and it's still going on. And this isn't, they shouldn't just be like a spell. It should stay with people.
100%. It will. I feel like the fact that sports as well, like not just football in general, like all sports, when you range it from American football to basketball to Formula One to probably it's the UFC, they're painting that image.
Yeah. And I think to an extent it was
Sorry,
it was good. It was good. Yeah, I feel as if there's got to be a shift now somewhere where we're living. Well, some people, we're living in the past. We unfortunately, and other ethnic minorities are being left behind as per usual. But just gotta live on. I was always told never to use it as an excuse, Andrew. So
never to use what as an excuse?
Use the race card as an excuse. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, how about all like your friends then and all them family members? How did they react? Like, especially when the marches came out and everything, when all the attention brought up. How did you guys?
When it happened, my mom especially was like she was sort of horrified by it.
What, as in like what happened to George Floyd, or
what
as in
George Floyd?
All right.
The marches, that's a different thing. I think we got a bit of satisfaction when we saw what happened in Bristol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was major. I don't want to say satisfaction, but just okay.
It's a change. Yeah.
Like now we're
like it's actually going somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, when you start getting rid of public
figures.
Yeah. I mean, it's always gonna get some attention, especially in government. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind. A slave master.
Yeah.
Took them, and where they put him in.
The
I think it's
river.
like a dock. Yeah, dock where they used to bring in slaves. So it's like, okay, now we're bringing it back. Now it all makes sense, and that's what people are trying to allude to. Yeah.
It was well, I'm guessing there were marches and
there were.
in Aberdeen.
There were.
And in Scotland.
Didn't go to any of them. But that's not because I didn't want to. It's because we're in COVID. But
so you played that card? I'm joking.
No.
To be fair, the whole scenario, how it came about was so dodgy, though. In terms of this, I'm not saying like it's wrong to protest. I'm saying protest. If you've got an idea, if you think it's, it's righteous. It's a righteous idea. Just go for it. I feel like I butchered that explanation.
No, go for it.
But bollocks! I do this every time. I forget what I said. But yeah, the scenario. Sorry, in terms of COVID and when the protests were actually supposed to happen, it was sort of mixed messages. If that makes sense, in terms of what the government wanted you to do, in terms of guidelines and stuff like that.
What? So what were government saying? What?
Stay indoors, keep 2 meters apart, all that stuff.
Yeah, that was never going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never got told.
All right. So would you have gone?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I go, you got to do something about this. Like you said, never suffer in silence. Or you said something along the lines of that like 5 minutes ago.
No, like I don't know. Marches are great, but again, I'm always gonna question the validity and how like truly genuine you are. Yeah, and the thought behind what you're doing. So, I trust what you're doing the right thing, Andrew. I trust, but I just think about other people, you know.
What do you mean by that? What do you think?
Like I feel people went out because they want to get out. It's an excuse to get out.
Yeah,
because
that's a good shout. Yeah,
we're in COVID, you know.
Just another. Yeah, because when funny you should bring that up, because I felt like as more protests arise, as more parties came about, so that correlation between
you're just using one thing for
it's an
another
excuse
thing.
for a field sesh.
Yeah,
basically.
it's like no, guys, that's not what we're doing here.
I mean, I felt that correlation coming, if I'm honest. But like I said, I would go to the protests and not only just protest for racial equality, but also police brutality as well. So there's a lot of everywhere you go, there's always dirty apples in the police department wherever you are. When you're in South America, Asia, here, especially, and in the US. But
all right, yeah. I mean,
things are changing.
I hope so. I hope things are changing.
Yeah,
I really do.
And speaking of changes, school changes.
Yeah.
Changes into university.
Yeah. So, I mean, all across the board, there's just been a huge stall on education, I guess. Where do we start?
Well, we'll start with the very beginning. So, when they started enrolling, like when they started shifting kids into school, that sounds bare dodge.
Yeah. All right.
But when they started implementing, year 7 go in, year 8 go in.
Wow. You know what? I'll be honest. I thought we were going to talk about just academics stopping in general. Like, don't you think that has an effect on like the kids?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and just on their education, like some kids are gonna find it alright, especially in private schools. And I'm gonna mention this again, the charity that my sister attends.
Don't say that. Don't say that. It's an offense. That's the thing. Like,
It's compulsory for them to have iPads in secondary school. Yeah, sip that water. So can you imagine when all the schools shut down, nothing really stops for them. They kept going. They kept going because you can just do it from home. So can you imagine?
That is.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a really good segue to what I was gonna go to in my head. But
private and.
Yeah. So basically, what I was gonna lead into is.
Go on.
Did you hear about the algorithm?
Yes, they were
favored.
Yeah,
private schools.
They were favoring kids of a higher
educational background.
Yeah.
Or living area, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I would argue I'm being devil's advocate, but I don't know if I'm really being devil's advocate because it kind of seems fair. Nicola Sturgeon came out and said that grades in all social classes went up from the year before.
Wait,
all grades, so lower class, the grade percentages went up from the year before. Middle class went up, higher class went up. They all went up. However, I think that upper class went up by a greater degree than the other two. So that's where the problem is.
Yeah, I was gonna slew that argument. Say, how does Nicola Sturgeon analysed that data.
You know what they should have done? They should have taken a survey from the year before and said, all right, what social class, I don't want to say it's kind of bad, fails the most? So
Wait, you would target that survey at who?
The thing is, it's just such a weird, because it's like, mate, if we go off everything that you've been predicted, not everybody can go to the same uni.
True.
Not everybody can get into Oxford.
Imagine that. Like 1 million kids go to Oxford.
Yeah, and it's just like we can sit here and argue, you know, certain social classes were hit more, but it's like someone's gonna have to take a hit anyway. Like.
Yeah, true.
So.
Well, that is one way of putting it. If I'm honest.
Thing is, and if it goes a degree higher, Nicola Sturgeon was arguing, look, that's just me making this political and trying to get another term here. Because think about it, if all the grades are going up, you know, the kids are happy, their parents are happy, you're going to vote for SNP again.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
That's what she was saying, and it made sense. They would have said, if it went up any higher than it actually did, they would have said that, look, you're trying to make this political.
I did not think of it that way.
Yeah,
wow.
She was breaking it. I watch a lot of news, by the way.
Oh, did you? Let me guess, was that due to your father?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's. I think my mum literally wanted my opinion a lot on it because.
Yeah. Did you know anyone specifically?
Yes. So there was a girl in my brother's year who I think I told you about this. Who does astrophysics in Oxford and tutors me maths and physics. His little brother wanted to do computer science in Oxford, and obviously he would have been at uni this year. Mm-hmm. But I Moses, if you're watching, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's taking a gap year. I don't know if he's at Oxford right now. But he's his cohort year is the year that got fucked by an algorithm.
I was gonna say, so we're talking about education and predicted grades.
Yeah,
Andrew, I'll put it to you this way. If they took our grades for predicted, we wouldn't know each other.
Yeah, I know.
We wouldn't know each other.
That is mental. That is mental.
Also, we'd be a lot happier right now.
Well.
Have you seen outside? Have you seen outside?
Well, no, because like the thing is that like you don't know. Well, no one knows how your life would have been. Or my life would have been. You might be depressed and with
Nottingham Uni, I'm coming your way.
Wow, really? You? So wait, what was your first choice? Though?
Southampton. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have gone south. I would have stayed where I am, Newcastle.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm go see Danny Ings. Anyway,
I'm going to see John Linton.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, yeah, and then they went back on it. So
wait, what?
Both in Scotland and England, instead of using that algorithm to give students grades, they went back and gave them their predicted grades.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, like I said, my mum wanted my opinion a lot about it. I said this in two ways. I said it's rewarding, but it's also unfair. So a person like me, my target grade was relatively low.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm a hard-working student like my best mate Gabriel, he worked his ass off. His target grades were low, and he ended up with an A. So the potential of being an underdog and try and get that, that's actually possible in
That's
May.
Great.
Yeah. But if you're left with target graded like D, you're fucked. Like there's no way to prove yourself. Like you're capped. Basically.
Yeah, true.
But if you're target graded A, light work.
What would you prefer, to do exams again and get a predicted grade? Ooh.
Wait, what?
What would you do if you were in your last year of secondary school and we're in COVID times? Would you rather do an exam, or would you rather get a predicted grade?
Is this knowing all the knowledge that I have? Like all.
Yes, all the knowing everything you know now.
So all my maths knowledge, all my physics knowledge.
Yeah. Yes.
Right now.
Okay. No, you have the same amount of academic knowledge that you did back then. I'm talking about. I thought when you said that, I thought you were talking about. Okay, I know how like unis and stuff work now.
No, I thought as in like
no.
I could do calculus.
You have the same.
My
academic.
calculus is on fire.
No, you can. You have the same academic knowledge.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh.
That's actually that's solid.
I'm taking predicts. I am taking predicts, and I'm running out of here.
Yeah, but my predictors was so low. I got fisted by my predicted. It was like straight D's.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was only product design that gave me generous one, which was a C. I think. Do we have any issues?
No, we're good. We're good.
No. I'm trying to figure out what time it is, because there's no time stamp. I literally have to look at the wave thing at the top.
It's gonna be hard editing.
Oh shit, yeah, it is, because that's split into 2 videos now.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Anyways, back to your question.
I'm taking predicts.
Wait, what was your predicted?
It was like a low to mid 30s in IB. Oh yeah, we don't do that.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
Sorry guys.
Oh my god. So what would that be equivalent to for the British and UK?
That's like
British UK for the English audience.
B's, C's.
B's, C's, J's. So
Yeah.
you would. I think you would have made it in the Newcastle clearing.
Clearing.
Yeah.
Rah.
Yeah. High grade, you know. AAB. Yeah.
It's just
That's
like,
how it is. I think I would have.
I'm gonna go like 1A.
Could have got in then. Could have been in Newcastle. Could it be you and Santi Maximan?
Gucci headband.
Yeah. I would do the exam because it gives me an opportunity to be better. I feel because it's
Interesting.
yeah, because like if you didn't do that, hang on, yeah, if you didn't do that, then you're essentially sort of settling instead of reaching. If that makes sense. But yeah. Anyways, oh my god, right, we need to move on.
We
need to move on. Right, so of course of COVID, everything got fisted, everyone shafted. People that got more shafted the most is if you work in the sports industry, if you were an athlete, if you were I don't know, if you had business in the sports industry, you were fisted. Especially Olympics 2020. Tokyo. Euros is where was the Euros? Oh, it was dotted about, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it would have been everywhere.
It would have been everywhere.
It's
That's
still gonna be everywhere, surely.
I doubt it next year though.
You gotta nominate a place.
Yeah, that's fine. England, Wembley, Old Trafford.
That's
Tottenham.
crazy.
To be
It
fair,
would have
we-
been lit if it was this year. That would have been cold.
Yeah, I know.
I think there was going to be a game in Glasgow or Edinburgh, one of the two. Glasgow, I think.
Glasgow, yeah, because we searched them on the podcast.
That would be
And your
lit.
stadium looks like Parc de France. Yeah, football would have been insane. You had the Euros as well as the Olympics. So yeah, it was looking promising for a Eurosport. Because Formula 1 was back. You've got the UFC's crushing it as well.
Yeah.
Even though you slewed them last time we did this.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't Khabib I was talking about. Who was it? It was...
Nate Diaz.
Yeah, Nate Diaz. To be fair to Nate Diaz, he is a warrior. He is.
He is.
He's a warrior,
He
but
is.
you're still most famous for fighting Conor
Fuck's
McGregor. I don't know. You thought I was going to take back my statement? Nope. Sorry.
Oh my god. Right. Yeah, so there's Yeah, everything got pushed back. Well, the Olympics got pushed back to next year, so 2021. Football as well. Football continued in August. No, wait. It continued
Yeah,
in
it continued. What? Well, football came back May, I want to say, or May or
May
June.
or June. I think it was after
May or
exams.
June. Yeah.
Yeah. Premier League started May, June, and then stopped in August or July, late July, and then Champions League came, and then the season started. So it was back to back, basically on a short space of time, which was insane. Basically, it was like a test of who's got a bigger squad and who's got a bigger gas tank.
Yeah, and
Turns out to be Liverpool.
yeah, well, Liverpool had won it pretty early. During that time, first couple of games, Man United Tottenham was one game that
It was decent.
yeah,
it was a good start. It was a good
nice.
start.
Pogba came off the bench, won a penalty. I was like, all right, I can do this. And then I just remember watching. Obviously, this is after Liverpool had won the league. Yeah. So, not the Man United Tottenham one, but I'm going to lead into what I'm going to say next. Right.
Right.
So, thinking of won the league, and then I'm watching Liverpool versus Man City. Man City are at home. And it's a 3-0 great win for City, but
That's what it's for.
Was it 4?
I think so.
They got done anyway. Well, they were still intoxicated off the Premier League win. Robertson got done. He doesn't do that. I mean, I know we just seen a 7-2, but he doesn't do that.
One of the key analysis in that game was he got drawn forward. Drawn
that
in
was
the middle
that was awful. Anyway, I'm watching it. I'm like, this isn't the same without fans. I mean, not that it makes a difference to Man City, but
funny.
But it just wasn't the same.
I feel like when I was watching it, I preferred it without crowd noise. Do you prefer it with the crowd or without the crowd?
Definitely without crowd noise. I want to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly, same. Because it felt like an academy game where everyone's shouting. You can hear the manager, you can hear the players literally ripping into each other, trying to push each other to get the ball. I like that type of stuff. Whereas with the crowd noise, it just one big thing is that it's delayed.
Well, I think during COVID, as a way to segue.
Alright, okay then. Alright.
I'm segueing.
Alright.
Every club was hit financially. And you saw the big.
Apart from one club, Chelsea.
Well, I mean, we can say Chelsea.
Chelsea started it all. I'm sorry. People say all the clubs are hit financially.
The thing is, though, with Chelsea,
With
Chelsea, I don't even mind. I like the fact that they spent big. Why? 2 things.
Okay.
It shows that football is going to take more than a pandemic to bring down football. 1, 2, it shows that the owner really cares about the club.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sure he wasn't just putting down money for transfers. He was putting down money for other stuff to make sure that the club was financially stable, which clearly they are. But my goodness, they're spending. He's got bags. And it showed the fakes. It showed the greedy club owners. Mike Ashley being one of them. Stan Kroenke another. It's funny how we can relate to each other, but we're just completely different ends of the spectrum.
Different sides of the England.
Yeah,
Well.
and it reflected in the transfers.
Well, to be fair, Newcastle for once, I was really surprised they splashed.
Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser on a free.
Was it on free?
Yes, he was a free agent.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
His wages are going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
And we got that Lewis guy, Hendricks,
yeah.
I mean, half of the 4 were frees, but the fact that we managed to pull in players.
You pulled in.
Callum Wilson, that was.
Oh, you didn't expect it?
I didn't expect that. I was over the moon.
You rate him? You rate him? Wow.
better than fucking Andy Carroll and Joe Linton. Come on, come on.
Oh dear. Anyway,
I mean, it's same scenarios, but it's different situations.
I mean,
for you, anyways.
you're buzzing. What if I put it to you this way? Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson, they got relegated with Bournemouth. What if I put it to you that way? I mean, not to frighten you. I know you're not going to get relegated.
I feel like we are.
You are not getting
I feel like
Newcastle United
ever
will
since-
not get
ever
relegated.
since Callum Wilson came in and Ryan Fraser, I heard about Ryan Fraser coming in. It sort of eased my nerves of relegation.
Also, do you think it's going to take a relegation to get Mike Ashley out of you? Because it's a lot less money you're getting down there, mate. It's a lot less.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money if you get promoted.
If you get promoted, yeah.
I think he loves that. That's the thing. He's addicted to that. He likes getting kicked out and then jumping back in again. That money.
The money is crazy.
Yeah.
100. Yeah, that's why they went crazy.
I think Mike Ashley would prefer to be in the Premier League. 'Cause I think he wants
one
to
thing
sell.
we
He
didn't.
wants to sell.
One thing
He
we
wants to
didn't
sell.
talk about was
Don't-
your alleged takeover.
We'll save that.
It's
for
turning
next
into the
time.
Newcastle show here. Anyway,
We'll save that.
we
for
talk about
next time.
other clubs that did business.
Arsenal
Yeah.
should have got Orwa instead of Party Time.
Well, yeah.
Orwa would be the Party Time.
No, definitely not. I'm satisfied with the business that we did. I'm not over the moon yet. I'm over the moon with one signing. I love Party Man. I think top 3
Okay.
DMs in the world
Okay.
right now.
I'll put this way as well.
Look, we could get ended up with none of them, so I've got to take it.
True. I was surprised you pulled Willian out of the bag.
I'm not.
Like, although he was a free, yeah.
You've got to
could've
understand, yeah. You see, with all these Brazilian guys coming in,
David Luiz.
there is no, honestly, see in Europe, there are very few Brazilian players that have been as successful as David Luiz is. So David Luiz is literally, like, when you've got a guy with that
Has he
much
won the
experience.
Champions League?
He's won Champions League with Chelsea, he's won Europa League, it was back to back. He was in that final, mate. He was, I'm not sure he was playing the final, but he got a medal for it.
Who's that manager? Roberto Di Matteo.
Yeah. So you can, he definitely now in Europe, when it comes to experience, it doesn't really get much more than David Luiz. So you gotta understand, Gabriel's come in, boom, he's doing well, he's playing well. Obviously Martinelli came in, but that was an Edu thing. And then
The fact
Willian
that, where do you find a player?
Martinelli is
A
a
player
is a
so
gem.
young and so good.
He's a gem.
I don't get it as well with like football. How can
£7
you
million
find-
pounds.
Yeah, how can you find these gems out of nowhere?
4th division of the Brazilian league.
Bargain.
That's a bargain, mate.
Bargain.
He looks like he's the real deal. Anyway. Yeah. Willian and David Luiz own a restaurant in London, by the way. But you knew that, as I can see. Yeah. Did you know it?
No.
You didn't know that?
David
Yeah.
Luiz owns a restaurant in London.
With Willian, yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So of course he was coming.
What?
It was out. See, as soon as I knew that he was a free agent, we were linked with him. Also, in the FA Cup final, Willian didn't start, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's definitely not staying at Chelsea. And then all the Brazilian and the Portuguese guys, they were just chatting amongst each other. So I was
Oh,
like, yeah,
shit.
this is happening.
Oh shit. You mentioned about signings. Who's the better signing? Aubameyang? Partey? You had to pick one. Tough, isn't it?
I can't disrespect Aubameyang like that. I can't.
Oh wow.
20 goals a season is very hard to come by nowadays. It's very difficult. 20 Premier League goals, not all games, because if we're doing that, then he's touching 30s. But yeah, 20 to 25 Premier League goals is what you're getting out of Aubameyang every season since he came in. I'm not sure about this season because I think the goals will be more spread out this year.
Oh yeah, especially with pens given out left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I think the goals will be more spread out. I'm excited, man. As an Arsenal fan, I'm excited.
So you pick Aubameyang over Partey for that signature.
Yeah, I've got to.
Fair play,
I've got to.
Fair play. I see where the loyalty lies.
I've got to.
Fair play. Was it playing on your mind though? If he didn't sign,
No.
so you knew from the get go.
As soon as we won the FA Cup, I wasn't worried.
Oh wow. You need to teach him how to lift the trophy.
It's because he took more than he needed. Yeah.
He took the bomb.
Anyway,
You can tell Arsenal aren't used
no,
to silverware.
we're not doing that because 3 years ago we won the FA Cup. So it's like,
I love it.
yeah.
Right. Anyways, to finish off, this is going to be a new segment as well as this new episode. Aji has created this himself.
Yeah.
Thought of the idea.
On the spot,
Yeah.
kind of.
All right. I'll add an animation. That's like songs to watch out. Oh God.
You're absolutely gonna go rinse me once you edit this. Anyway,
yeah. Right. Anyways, the segment is songs to watch. Do you like how
songs to watch.
Yeah, I was trying to put songs to watch for, but songs to watch is like almost like a juxtaposition.
I guess we listen to music. So
yeah, exactly. We also watch out for like artists. And
true.
songs.
All right. Songs to watch. To watch, yeah.
To watch.
People are gonna get thrown off by that. Anyway.
I don't care if it triggers them more views.
Yeah.
But
you wanna go first?
If you made it this far, fair play.
Fair play.
Fair play.
If you did, yeah. You wanna go first? Go for it.
Well, we do one each, or we just going bam, 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 bam.
Back to back.
All right.
One each, I guess.
My first song is "Pacifier" by Catfish and Evolvement.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. My first song.
You don't know who they are.
I know who Catfish and the Bottom are.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the song though. But my first song is gonna be Manila, Lupe Fiasco, Manila. Yeah.
I've heard of Lupus.
Lupe Fiasco.
Thank you. It's because of that Superstar song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never heard of that song.
Or Touch the Sky, Kanye.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, go for it. Your second one.
The second one.
Freestyling.
Again, Catfish and Evolvement. Rango.
All right.
Yeah.
My second one's going to be A2 Renegade.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
No, but when you say Renegade, it reminds me of them shitty TikToks that people do called Renegade.
No.
Is that
This has got
associated with that?
nothing to do
Is that
with that.
associated?
No.
Oh my God.
No. That's another topic for another day. I do not do that. No chance.
LeBron James did that. Did a Renegade.
I don't know.
Oh my God. All right, my final song to watch out for. To be fair, all the songs that we mentioned are old. But if you wanna, mix up your taste, change, give a more diverse look into your Spotify. I'm gonna stick with the indie route, and I'm gonna stick with my boys, Catfish and Evolvement. All these songs that I've listed are probably on the same album. I'm trying to remember. Oh wait, 26.
I'm still thinking of my third.
Oh really?
Yeah.
26, yeah. They're all bangers though, the ones that I've chose. They're not like, they're really upbeat and loud.
Interesting.
So yeah.
I'm thinking of mine. I'm going to go. I keep on thinking of one because I keep on playing it so much.
What you saying?
Either way, Freddie Gibbs, Frank Lucas, Hard.
What the fuck?
Freddie Gibbs.
I've never heard of.
Yeah, you've never heard of him.
Anything of what you just said.
See,
in the past.
I told you I was going to come with stuff that you didn't know. No. Freddie Gibbs, Frank Lucas featuring Benny the Butcher. Bang.
Are they all like London grime
This
artists?
is the US, mate.
US.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Are they like SoundCloud rap? Like
No, bro. No. They're gonna get offended if you call them SoundCloud rappers.
SoundCloud rappers.
They're far from that.
Are they like really under the radar?
They're not under. I wouldn't say they're under the radar. They're just not mainstream.
They're not me. That's sort of under the radar.
They're like it's like streets. That's it.
Yeah, but how is
They're like street mainstream, if I can put it that way.
What's their style though?
It's rap, full on rap, like
Full on,
lyrical.
So it's a simple beat, and it's just a lyrical.
It's hard. They're hard beats though.
Because in my mind,
they are fairly simplistic, but they're hard. You can tell a lot has gone into.
So
to
it's
the
a lot of
production.
lyricism in it.
Yeah. Lyricism, not like conscious lyricism, rather like street lyricism.
What do you mean by conscious lyricism? What,
Conscious could be like talking about,
Getting
everything. Nah, just like Black Lives Matter or like what's going on in government
right, okay.
or like this is more of like street stuff.
What, as in like, oh gosh, like in the hood,
Drugs, yeah,
guns,
not
shooting.
not condoning any of that.
We're not condoning any of that.
Anyway,
so rock bottom streets, back streets.
yeah.
Wow, shit. Where are they from? They're all.
Freddie Gibbs. I think is he from? I can't remember. I know Benny the Butcher is from Buffalo. That's somewhere in New York.
Yeah, because when you mention the names, they do give off. First instinct, as you said, like rap lyricism, simple, like relatively simple beats. As I thought, like a New York type theme, if that made sense. But yeah, I mean, All Mine are British. One of the guitar members is from
One
Newcastle.
of mine is British.
What,
Nah. A2 is from London. All of mine hip hop. All of yours alternative or whatever it is.
Wow, they're gonna be offended when you say
Sorry.
The thing is, Catfish and the Ballmen, the New Arctic Monkeys. So every white girl is gonna be offended when you say that.